Welcome to everyone tonight for Chorley's game at home to Kidderminster Harriers. I'm your host for tonight, James Ede. Joined in the commentary box by Ewan Murray. Ewan, what are your thoughts on tonight's game?
Yeah, it's going to be a tough game for Chorley tonight against Kidderminster. Kidderminster unbeaten in the last 7 in the league, obviously fourth in the table. Chorley coming into this off the back of a defeat against Bucks at the weekend. Probably not the performance that everyone expected after last Tuesday's real good, strong performance against South Shields, in which you could arguably say that Chorley may have deserved to win. So Andy Priest's side will have the work cut out tonight, but you can never rule them out for getting a good result.
Yeah, Saturday results a bit of a setback really for Chorley. They still look to try and get on to those playoffs. And ahead of tonight's game, sorry, there's one change for the Magpies. Andy Priest has brought in Adam Lakeman for suspended Mike Halfley, who also sees Noel Brindle return to the bench after a long-term back injury. So, Ewan, what do you think we can expect from Chorley? A change in shape, mentality, maybe?
Maybe not necessarily a change in shape. I mean, you've still got Mark Ellis, Harvey Smith, and of course you've still got Sam Bird, and you've still got Jack Moore playing. So it could possibly still be that sort of 3-5-2 that we see maybe with Blakeman and Moore as wing backs. I think one thing that we're pretty certain tonight is that Warren Clark's going to drop into that midfield. So obviously there's going to be a lot of high intensity for Warren. That's one thing you can never knock him for. So we'll have to wait and see.
So just set to have a minute silence here. Yeah. Minute's applause. Both teams getting ready now for the game, and we'll just have a quick look at Kidderminster's form. Unbeaten in their past 7 league games. Four wins and a draw in their past 5. Ewan, what do you think we can expect as a challenge from Adam Murray's side tonight?
Oh, we know Adam Murray's Adam Murray teams are very much set up to try and dominate the play more so. We saw that in the reverse fixture at Agbra, although Charlie were in the game for large spells in the end. Sort of the Kidderminster spells on the ball were just able to break down Charlie 3 times. But I think really today the onus is going to be on Andy Priest's side more so to try and break down Kidderminster and not allow Kidderminster to get a proper foothold in this game.
All ready for kick-off now. Taylor O'Kane set to take the first kick, waiting for the referee's whistle. Chorley kicking from left to right as usual in the first half. And there is the whistle. Taylor O'Kane goes back to Adam Blake, and it's not a very good long ball, actually. It's immediately won by Captain David Davis. Bit of head tennis here around the halfway line. Joe Sampson seems to be held by number 24, Owen Evans, but the referee ignores it. Now, Sampson does win a free kick, which didn't seem to be as much of a foul in my eyes.
Yeah, just good work there by Sampo as usual, trying to hold on to the defenders, buys a free kick, which we haven't seen many given for him so far this season, so I'm actually quite surprised that one was given in truth.
It'll be Adam Blakeman free kick is just in Kidderminster's half inside the centre circle. Looking for the head of Harvey Smith, who nods on towards Sampson, but it's headed away by Pierce Beard. He'll go out.
A bit of a tumble there into the advertising hoardings by a Kidderminster player.
Challenge from Harvey Smith down for who the Harriers man was. The referee stopped the game.
think he's given a free kick here, James.
Yeah, it'll be a free kick to the visiting side here. Challenge from Harvey Smith, just forcing the Kidderminster entrance. And things, as you said, looked like it was going to be a corner for Chorley, but instead it'll be a free kick for Christian Dibble.
Yeah, Andy Priest was making the point there to the assistant referee, and he still is now, saying that the ball's already out. So interesting one from the referee. I think that has to be said.
Throw in for Harvey Smith now, just in front of us. Sampson again, he's being wrestled. Flicked on by Owen German, though, before clearing away. Smith heads been got towards Sampson again. Again, just a battle in midfield here between both teams. David Davis and Warren Clark battling now. Adam Blakeman goes forward
Ball,
for
that was unlucky.
Can't get there though. Dibble goes long. Doing well by the head of Mark Ellis.
Feels like neither team can make the ball stick at the minute.
Blakeman looks for the long throw. Wilson running on, which is cleared out though, being another throw in the far side of the host. Looks like it'll be a long throw here from Sunbird. Said he goes short to Adam Blakeman though. Bird's still on the left, but Blakeman opts for the cross.
Oh.
Max Wilson's in space. Max Wilson. He'll volley effort there for Max Wilson, but it's saved well by Dibble. It'll go out for a Chorley throw in the far corner. Another chance for Sam Bird here. Good ball from Adam Blakeman though. Found Wilson in space just inside the area. And Kidderminster took a bit too much time to close him down and possibly could have aimed his shot better, but good first chance for Chorley now. Again, ball goes short, throw in. It's Jack Moore just creeping into the box.
Referee's given a foul there for the back post.
Simply Mark Ellis maybe has penalised the far corner of the box away from the ball.
Yeah, I think, well, I'm assuming it was Mark, but there were no appeals made by the experienced defender there. But, I mean, going back, also the game seems to be happening really fast here. Everything seems to be in sort of 2 times speed at the minute. But that chance there for Max Wilson, what a ball it was into the box from Adam Blakeman. Max Wilson, a great touchdown on his chest. Hits it on the half volley, probably not as well as he would have hoped to, and it's straight at Dibble, who was able to parry away.
Dibble goes long with a goal kick. Ellis pumps it forward now for Sampson to run to. He's got Max Wilson there for support. So Wilson looks closest. Wins the ball well there. German now helping him. German on the right wing now. Cuts inside. Jack Moore. Moore overlapping, but German has to go inside again. Left foot cross. Cleared away by Obi. Back to Harvey Smith just inside the Kidderminster half now. Does well to get past Ryder Reynolds. Looks the long ball towards Warren Clark, but it's cut out by Dibble. Flick on there by Warren Clark, but Sampson can't get onto it. And again, it'll go back to Kidderminster goalkeeper Christian Dibble.
Real good tempo about this game so far in the opening 5 minutes.
Yeah, Kidderminster coming to this game fourth in the table. Level on points with Merthyr Town with 3 games at hand, so a good position for Adam Murray's side. But as you said, very much level here at the Grand Store Victory Park Stadium. Blake can go long for Wilson. Did well with the header, but it's cleared away. O'Kane brings it down. German's there to help him on the halfway line now. Smith goes long. Checking from Max Wilson. Headers by the Kidderminster man there. Chorley throwing here just in front of that place.
There's murmurs of discontent around us there because a lot of Chorley fans, especially those directly behind us, thought that Max Wilson's shirt was being pulled there, but no doing for the referee.
Again, Sampson's battle with. Well, can't win it. With free kick won there by Jack Moore, just in from the right on touchline. Good opportunity here for Chorley, but Adam Blakeman on the set piece.
Feels like it's been a while since we've seen Blakeman over a set piece. Obviously, not starting many of the recent games.
Yeah, be looking to curl it towards that far post. The likes of Harvey Smith up there, Mark Ellis as well. He's got Jack Moore on the overlap instead, though, on the outside right. Back into Blakeman, who looks to curl it now, but instead he goes back to Moore again. Moore does put the ball in now towards the back post where Ellis is. Well, header goes over the bar. Just play there, though, between Adam Blakeman and Jack Moore, Chorley's two wing backs. Towards the rising head of Mark Ellis at the far post, but he couldn't keep the ball down. Good start here, though, by Andy Priest's side in the opening 7 minutes.
Yeah, difficult one there for Mark Ellis. I must think as though the ball may have been slightly too high for him. He's always going to hit the ball on the up rather than on the down. And in the end, his header just sort of floats over the bar. But positive signs for Charlie so far.
Kidderminster the ball, but it's hooked out of play. Be a throw in for Sam Bird. Halfway into Chorley's half. Be a long one, looking Sampson on the halfway line. German's up for the header but can't win it. Ellis now on the ball. Can't quite clear it, but it does find Adam Blakeman, who does well to turn the
The back
ball.
of him there.
Referee played on again, but good battling by Warren Clark. Can't keep the ball though, and instead it's a long ball forward from Kidderminster. Looking for the run, he's got past Sam Bird. Cut back though, cut out by Mark Ellis.
Sort of seems at the minute that Kidderminster are just looking for that long ball to try and release George Walker on the right.
Yeah, it was a quick break and it almost worked. Cut out by Ellis. Harriers throwing now is halted by the referee.
You having a word with the Kidderminster player here by the looks of things. The number 10, Kieran Donnelly, the Harriers striker. I'm not too sure what's happened there. Maybe Donnelly may have fouled the Charlie players.
Yeah, a bit of a weird one there. It was off the ball situation, but it'll be a free kick for Matto and just inside his penalty box. Ball up in the air now. Will be Ellis up for the header again. He can't quite win it, but it does go to Blakeman on the left. Max Wilson, as always, bustling
Battled well
forward.
there. That's really unfortunate that for Max. Seems to have got the wrong side of Candola, but referee has judged it. So he's used a bit too much force on the holding midfield of Harriers, and in the end they had a free kick which has been taken quickly.
Down in Chorley's half now. Jack Moore can only clear out for Kidderminster throw-in. Here spin up from the fence, supposedly a long throw set to be taken. Surely they've got every man in their own half. Every man almost in their own box now, except Max Wilson and Adam Blakeman. Or Warren Clark. The Beard with the long throw in from the left here. Goes into the box, it's head away, but only still in Chorley's penalty area. Back to Beard, just outside the edge now. Looking for the cross. Goes in, it's flicked on. Flicked on towards the far post there by number 10, Kieran Donnelly. Went out of play for a goal kick, but slightly worrying signs for Chorley there, you.
Yeah, it was Pierce Bird with the ball into the box after his initial long throw. It came back to him. The Kidderminster keeper's down here, Christian Dibble. But yeah, it's a ball into the box by Bird, met by the head of Donnelly. And he's just glancing past the post. It's never going to trouble Matto, and if it's on target anyway. I mean, we've seen all the Kidderminster players run over here for a quick break of tactics. Is this what we've seen maybe in the Premier League, James, with keepers going down to allow the teams to alternate tactics, maybe?
Yeah, it does seem to be a common theme of the modern game. Only a couple of Chorley players have gone over for a drink, so it does look like Adam Murray is giving his men a team talk with Dibble down, receiving treatment from the physio. Just 11 minutes into the game now. I think it's fair to say Chorley have had the best start so far. It's been fairly even in the middle of the pitch, really. There's more chances for the Magpies at their end.
Yeah, neither side's really been able to properly set their control in the game. There's been a lot of times in midfield where the ball's just gone from one side to another constantly.
So play will restart with the goal kick from Matt Irwin. There for Warren Clark. Now with Max Wilson, who turns well.
Gotta be a foul. Yep.
Wins the free kick as well. Good play there. Preston North End Loney. Seen in recent games, he's really done well alongside Jack Sampson in that front two for the Magpies. Again, he looks to get off to his usual Russell himself here.
You know Max will always give 100% regardless of who the opposition is.
So once again, and Blakeman stood over the set piece. Kidderminster line just outside the penalty box. It's towards Mark Ellison's bit of space, but far edge. Again, he can't keep his header down, and that time it's very aerial over the goal. No chance of troubling Christian Dibble. Few set piece opportunities here for Chorley, but not really made them pay so far.
Yeah, Ellis should do much better there. Great delivery by Blakeman. Ellis seems to be free at the far post. The only man who's going to, the only sort of excuse I can give him is that maybe Candola gets in his eye line as he's contesting for the ball, but Ellis should do so much better and he just gets it all wrong with his head and it goes miles over the bar.
Ellis clears up play, so it'll be a Kidderminster throw-in on the far side, just past the halfway line. The number 12, Joe Folks, to take. Taking his time here with a throw in. It goes down the line. Headed back out of play actually. So Harriers thrown again. Instead it would be 33 Pierce Beard. Take another long throw from up the defence.
Charlie players here complaining about how long it's taken Kidderminster to take this eventual throw-in. Bird's gained an extra 5 yards there or so, James, as he walks with the ball.
Bird with a long throw for both teams here. Pierce goes into the box. Trouble in the Chorley penalty area. It's almost turned in, but the referee's given a free kick for the Magpies instead. Maybe a slight breathe there for Andy Crease's side. It was number 5, Amika Obi, up in the penalty box. It almost turned it past Matt Irwin. It did go wide in the end, but the referee blown his whistle anyway.
Yeah, I think the referee was signalling for a high foot there, I believe. Ben Robinson, the man in the middle today.
Irwin is long goal kick again, looking for Jack Sampson. He wins the header. He's got Owen German there in the middle. Forward to Wilson, but he can't find it. Beard's a bit slow and he falls over going for the ball. Battle on the halfway line now. Warren Clark and Adam Blake can work well together. Clark gets away now down the left. He's got space past Obi if he can get there. Out for thrown by the Kidderminster man. So will it be a Sunburn long throw? I think it will be. Mark Ellis and Harvey Smith making their way forward from the back. Seems like it's going to be a common theme tonight. Birds with long throw-ins. Sam does go into the box and it's headed by
Harvey Smith, I think it was.
Yeah, Harvey Smith. It's gone out. Kidderminster goal kick. Chorley not really making the best use of their set pieces so far, opening 16 minutes.
Yeah, I think Sam Bird gets it right there. I mean, you've obviously got to avoid the obvious Emeka Roby in the box because he's an absolute man mountain. You don't want the ball going near him because they'll win it almost every day of the week. But
Bauer hit on the edge of Kidderminster's box. Wilson puts him under pressure. It's cleared out for throw, which is taken quickly back to Max Wilson. Looks for a left foot cross, but Obi heads away. And Kane loses out on the edge. Warren Clark's in there. Looks out to the left wing. Max Wilson now. Up against his man. He does well to put inside. He's got Blakeman for support. Back to the edge now. It's fired in. So Christian Gideon, the Chorley taking the lead here, the Victory Park.
yeah, good play on the left from Chorley initially through Max Wilson. He gives it to Sam Bird, who gives it to Blakeman. Blakeman tees it back up to Sam Bird. His shot's deflected and finds the back of the net. Nothing that Dibble could do, and Chorley deservedly so, James, 1-0 up.
Yeah, as you said, to the Kidderminster goal he could do there. The deflection was forcing the ball past him, wrong footing him. It's slightly lucky opener for the Magpies, but I think, as we've said, they've been slightly the better team so far. I think Andy Priest will be relatively happy with the side's performance in the opening 17 minutes and have taken the lead through Sam Bird, with first goal of the season for Chorley. Harriers' kickoff is played straight out of play into Chorley's far defensive corner, where Harvey Smith will take the throw in. It's been something of a weakness this season, hasn't it, for Chorley, Ewan? Conceding the first goal. Good start here, taking the lead.
Yeah, could say that. I mean, so the argument would be is on Saturday that Chorley took the league and Buxton pegged them back, but good play there by Max Wilson. He wins a throw on this near touchline. But yeah, James, you have to say that. And another weakness really that we've seen from Chorley so far this season is not testing keepers enough. We've seen their first shot on target, first goal of the game.
Third again with a throw in, but once again he opts to go short instead of long into the box. Back to him from Wilson. Wilson again now, he's got options. Looks to the ball, it's Jack Moore, but it's cut out. Played forward, where number 10, Donnelly, will chase forward, but it's cut out well by Owen German. Looks like the ball might have gone out of play, actually. I think.
I'm not so sure about that. We've got a very good view here of the line near to us. And I'll be honest, it didn't look as though the ball went out of play for me. I mean, and I know the assistant referee next to us has probably got a slightly better view, but for me, it looks as though the ball stayed in there.
It will be Harvey Smith though with throwing. Looks for Sampson as always. Can't win it though. Headed out again for Magpies throw in. Smith again to take. Jack Sampson's had a lot of battling for these headers so far. It's not been that successful. But you could say the referees let go a few catch-up players. Okay. What's called like Beard, I think it is. Yeah, Pierce Beard, who's pulling his shirt. This time the referee has given a free kick to Chorley.
Yeah, I mean, it's happening every time that the ball's put forward here. Sampson's having his shirt pulled. It's only the second time that the referee's actually given it as an offence against Sampson today. But I mean, we can see it clear as day from here in the press box that it's happening every single time.
So once again, in the 16, Adam Blake set to take this free kick. Again, he's got Jack Moore making a run down his right, but say looks for Wilson, the surgeon run into the box. Well won there by the Kidderminster man and cleared forward. Got Donnelly there in the halfway line. He's got support against England. He does really want to win it back. Again, it'll be pumped forward by Owen Evans. Donnelly
Missed
now.
there by Sam Bird.
Donnelly's on the edge of the box. He fires a shot in, but it's all saved by Irwin on the second attempt. Again, slightly troubling signs there for the Magpies, but the shot wasn't too vicious at Matt Irwin. Get another long ball to Jack Sampson. German wins it. Sampson there, but ball goes out for Chorley, throwing off the foot of number 3, Reece Devine, who's the left back, who's Kidderminster's top scorer of the season with 7 goals.
Yeah, I think Burr's going to put this one into the box, James. I'll be surprised if he doesn't.
See, Kidderminster have left 3 men up from this throw-in, so surely with 3 men back as well on the halfway. It does go long this time towards Sampson, who's being battled again. Back to Ed on the edge of the box. Got Max Wilson for support. Looks to get past his man. Goes back instead. He's got Blakeman and Bird there. Okay, making a run into the box as well. Can't quite keep the ball. Devine looks to clear. Blakeman, the header, but it's cleared forward. Donnelly racing onto it now with Jack Ward as well to looks to steer out of play. But yep, Owen German keeps the ball in right in the far corner and turns well past one there. Good play for Owen German. Goes forward for a second time and spies past, looking like it might have been picked up by a Kidderminster man. The referee calls for a free kick. Deep in the Chorley half, so it'll be Matt Irwin to take it. Tidy work there by Owen German deep in his own corner. It could have caused the ball to go out for a throw-in or a corner for Kidderminster, but he did well to steer it clear.
Yeah, really good composed play by the young midfielder on loan from Altrincham there in the corner. Could have easily, as you say, James, been dispossessed there.
Again, Sampson being pushed by Bird, grabbed on his shirt, nothing from the referee. Ellis gets it well to win the header. Flicked on by Blakeman as well. Sampson's in there back room with Obi. Obi tries to clear, but the ball doesn't go out. Sampson on the left wing now. Good footwork. It's good Blakeman now. Bird coming forward as well. He loses out on the ball. Smith on the halfway line. Jack Moore looks for a switch towards Blakeman, but it's cut out by number 12, Joe Fulton.
Ellis there being a bit too casual in possession. Got to be careful here on the recovery.
Not Donnelly, sorry. Ellis put under pressure. Kidderminster is taking it slowly now. Got Ben back on the halfway line for support, and it goes to Obi. Looks to go forward, but it's headed away by Warren Clark. It is. Yeah, Harriers throwing just past the halfway line.
I'll tell you what, considering they've unbeaten in the last 7, James, you say 4 wins in the last 5. Kidderminster haven't looked particularly great so far, in my opinion.
They tried to play the physical game, really, haven't they? Especially with Jack Sampson from set pieces. Not quite worked out for them. They've had a few opportunities, but nothing to cause Matt Irwin too many serious worries. Owen Evans with a throw now just in front of Ewan Murray in the dugout. Evans goes down the line. Jack Moore misses the header. And out of play there, quite sloppily by Candola. Kidderminster haven't really got their foot on the ball so far in the opening 25 minutes. Smith goes forwards with the header. Sampson again. Hard win. Cleared forward by Obi, only to Sam Bird though, and it's put forward towards Christian Dibble, who take it calmly and pick it up inside his penalty box. Sampson putting out the short ball, so Dibble goes long. Won by Warren Clark in midfield. Looks to go down the line towards Max Wilson. It's put out by Obi for throw-in. Again, Sam Bird to take. Far side from us. Taking his time, this one. He won't be forced into the box. A bit too far out for that. Goes to Max Wilson, but he loses out to Ubi, and now Reese Devine surging forward inside Chorley's half. Up against Jack Warren. Irwin's forced to come out and plays well.
Jack Moore's done really well there on the recovery run to prevent Divine there from running through.
It's time to be Evans to take the throne instead of Bird. Evans goes short. It's to Reynolds. Looking for the cross into the box towards the back post. Sam Bird actually does really well there. Almost on the floor and steers the ball away for a Kidderminster corner. But quite inventive defending there from the Chorley man.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, this will be Kidderminster's first corner of the game.
Set to be in swing ball into the box. Go short instead though, and
that might be one of the weirdest corner routines I've ever seen. The corner taker has flicked it up to the man who's come short. Sort of, I don't know if you, I mean, even we're a bit too young for it, but if you've ever seen clips of that Matt Letizia free kick where the ball's flicked up to and he hits it on the volley, you may have just seen Kidderminster do that from a corner. Very odd, and it doesn't work at all.
Yeah, cleared easily by Chorley, but Harriers do have the ball. Folks now just coming inside. Looks for the shot from range. Blocked though. Still on the edge though for Kidderminster. Ball's forced out for corner from Adam Blakeman, I think, making the challenge. So I wonder if we'll see the same set piece routine here from the away side.
You know what? I actually wouldn't mind seeing it again, but I don't think we will, considering how poorly the first attempt went.
Like I said, it's nothing I've seen before from a corner. But again, the short option is there. Jack Moore is close. Surely they'll go swing it into the box this time, and they do. It's a left-footed ball. Obi's there, but it's headed away by Jack Sampson. And the shot on the edge is blocked and cleared up to the halfway line. Halfway line now by Chorley. Donnelly there, the striker, who's the deepest man for Harriers, goes back to Dibble. Looks full to Divine on the left-hand side. Headed away, though. Now, Max Wilson, the halfway line, looks to go forward, but it's run well by Evans. Wilson battling.
It's good defending that by Owen Evans.
Just a high foot there as Harvey Smith went to head the ball away. It's penalised by the referee, so it'll be a free kick for Chorley.
I think it's, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's Donnelly again, and that's the second time today. Just inside 30 minutes where the Kidderminster strike has been penalised for a high foot.
So you're saying on the half-hour mark now, it's been a fairly even battle in the midfield. No side's really been able to bring the ball down under control much. Dibble goes long out of his hands. Number 20, George Walker, surging down the right. Bird can't quite get there. The ball crossed into the box. Donnelly goes down. The ball is played away by Chorley. Still here out now on the left for Kidderminster. It's Candola up against Owen German. Candola looks to get the crossing in. German turns it behind for a corner.
Yeah, mild complaints there for a penalty for Kidderminster. I couldn't quite tell who it was who went down the box, but it didn't look as though there were much doing from us. Well, from our viewpoint up here, James, I have to say.
Yeah, this time it's still a man short for the corner, but it looks like they will be going into the box. Right footed corner from the opposite side now. It's put in there. It's not cleared by Chorley. battling there in the box. It's eventually given free kick by the referee to the Magpies. It's slow to clear the lines, and the referee's now coming over to the dugout to have a word with Ewan Murray, it seems. Clearly unhappy with the referee's decision not to award a side a penalty, I assume. With name of talking to, no booking for the.
See, now that's what I don't really understand. Is there any need for the referee to pause the play just to have a word with a coach? You know, if you're coming over to have a word with him, you might as well yellow card. I'm not saying that the referee should yellow card him, but if you're stopping the play for it, you know, is there any real need?
Wilson and Obi up for the header now, but it's Germany who flicks it forward. Sampson putting Bird under pressure. Dibble has to come outside of his box to head it. Obi foot up in the air to clear away. Folks now on the right side. Looks to go down the line towards Donnelly. It's won by Ellis. Can't keep it in play though. And Blakeman, so it'll be a throw in for Harriers. Joe Folks with a throw in on the far side. Down Kidderminster's right. Battle here. It's a good turn. Cross into the box. Donnelly's there. Can't clear from Chorley. Evans tries to dive on the goal, smother it. Again, threatening situation there for the Magpies, but doing well in the end to pick it up by my own.
Yeah, like 5 minutes or so, Kidderminster have been the team in insurgency, really. Charlie lost a bit of the control over this game at the minute.
Through Kane's legs in midfield, but Smith goes long towards Sampson. It's headed away by Obi. Bird now wins it, but Folks comes forward looking for Walker, I think, on the right hand side. Cleared forwards though, still in Chorley's half though. German putting Condola under pressure. He loops it forward, but headed away by Warren Clark now. And again by Warren Clark. This time it will go out for a throw in. Joe Folks again on the far side.
Also, though he's limping there as he's about to take this throw. Oh,
Referee stop play here. Words between Mark Ellis and Kidderminster Man.
Kieran Donnelly, I think it is. Mark wasn't happy there with something that Kieran did as he went up for a header. He got straight in the face there to Kidderminster, number 10 it is, who's playing up front.
Referee still giving them a talking to.
I mean, striker must have done something there to annoy Mark. It's not often that Mark could act like that, you know, after a 50-50, for instance.
No booking for either player, so we'll restart with that long throw in for Kidderminster on the far side. Players trying to go back though. The ball does come into the box. Flicked on by Man Divine. Looks the shot. It's over the bar. No troubles for Matt Irwin.
Yeah, it's Reece Devine who gets the shot away in the end. I mean, no, in the end it wasn't really a threat on the Chorley goal, but Andy Priest won't be happy with the fact that it was so easy for the big man Emeka to win the initial contact there. His flick on found Divine, who had a bit of space in the box, albeit he was closed down. And then, in the end, it was no trouble in for Matteo, and as the shot goes out of the ground.
Yeah, it seems a bit of a weakness so far tonight for the Magpies. Not quite winning those first balls. It's causing them issues, but they've not been made to pay yet by the Harriers. Irwin's goal kick. This time can't find Sampson. Warren battling. Flected off Harvey Smith now. German pulling on the shirt. But play continues. Bird now for Kidderminster. Looks to go long. It's towards his opposing Sunbird in the far corner. Good work there. Cross into the box from Kidderminster. Devine at the far post. Can't get onto it though. Trickles over to the other wing. Sloppy ball there from Owen Evans. Ball can't be kept in play. So it will be a Chorley throw in. But again, another opportunity for the visitors that they can't quite force Irwin into a save.
Yeah, it's a really good cross into the box by the number 12, Joe Fulks, playing a sort of a right wing back today. For Kidderminster, I'm quite surprised that either of the Kidderminster players in the box, and being Donnelly and Devine, managed to make a contact there. But
This time, Sampson's penalised for a foul on Pierce Bird. So it'll be a free kick for Kidderminster just inside the Chorley half, the front of two dugouts. Folks has come over to take it. Folkestone told to move the ball back from the referee. And the linesman now moving it for him. We don't see often. So eventually it will be Joe Folks to swing the ball in. Chorley's line on the edge of the box towards Harvey Smith, who heads away. Up in the air now, Warren Clark versus Joe Folks. Folks wins the header. Blakeman now in a battle. Getting a bit of a sloppy ball, and Devine can't keep it in play. Four passes just costing Kidderminster at the moment.
they have pinned Chorley into their own half now for the last 10 minutes or so.
So once again, Harvey Smith to take the throw in. He goes towards Sampson. By Candola, though, goes forward again. Well, nearly went out of play, but Smith forward again. Kane can't win it there. Bird wins the header. Blakeman does well that time. Now Sampson turning past Obi, just on the halfway line, in battle against his opposing defender. Ball out. Warren to Max Wilson on this right side. Can't be kept in play. Both sides at the moment, it's just a battle really to keep the ball and not give it away poorly to create those opportunities. Which have not seen too much of so far. Evans with a throw in now, up by Jack Wall. This time it's Harvey Smith who's penalised. Given a foul by the referee, so another free kick for the visitors. Just inside from a left-hand touch line. The right foot of Donnelly, or Reynolds actually. The left foot of Owen Evans it will be. Header won there by Mark Ellis. Now by Max Wilson. They're late by
Late one.
Owen Evans. At
Bit of
least the yellow
afters as
card
well.
here.
Afters between Harvey Smith and Pierce Bird there.
Late challenge by
Warren Clark
Evans.
looks hurt here, by the way.
As Clark looked to he played the ball out to the wing for Chorley. That's what Megan was. And then the challenge came in from Owen, playing foot. Not quite sure entirely where it caught Warren Clark. Referee taking his time here, though, to dish out the cards.
Yeah, well, I was a bit worried there for Warren's well-being then, because the referee was very frantic with the way that he ushered the physios onto the pitch. It wasn't just our physio, Dan Tattersall. Kidderminster physio on the pitch as well, but he is sat up right now, Warren, which is good to see. Just a yellow card.
Yellow card for Ewan Evans there for the late challenge. May feel slightly lucky there for very late foot on Warren. As I said, he'd already played the ball by the time the challenge came in, so potential red card there, but it's only going to be a booking for the number 24.
Yeah, it's quite a high challenge as well, James. Not just late, quite high. And that's why I was initially quite worried for Warren there as he went down in a lot of pain and discomfort. Luckily, though, he's back to his feet now and seems to be okay. But yeah, I think on another day with another referee, Owen Evans may have been shown the red card there.
So it'll be a free kick for the host here, Matt Irwin to take. Looks for Jack Sampson once again. Fandola heads away though. Lakeman challenging, but Folks beats him to it. Okay, up with the header, and for the second time, Fandola beats German to it. Followed by Harvey Smith. Wilson there against Fandola the third.
Looks as though Condola fell on top of Wilson there, which hampered him from pressing.
Folks goes forward on the right side, cleared away by Sam Bird. Lakeman's head goes to Folks though. Warren Clark's in there. Max Wilson going forward now. Forcing Obi to clear it out for throw-in. This should be a chance for Sam Bird to launch it into the box.
Andy Priestley just told his players to calm down, though. Maybe try and slow the game down, being a goal to the good.
Once again, Kidderminster leaving 3 men up from the set piece. Another just hovering in between the box, halfway. Not a great throw by Sam Bird, though. Not cleared, though, by Kidderminster. Forbes goes forward now. He's got Evans there. Back to Harvey Smith, though. Finds Blakeman. So that's a spot on the left, but he crosses into his box. Now it's now Herrick. His left foot shot is fairly simple for Christian Dibble. Pick up down just in front of him. Combination of Chorley's centre backs there. Quite unusual in the opposing box. Couldn't find the effort to force Dibble into proper save there.
First opportunity that we've seen for Chorley for a good 25 or so minutes.
Will be another Sunday throw now, but this time inside his own half on the far side. Another long one. Wilson's down. It goes out to throw it to Kidderminster. Less than a minute now left of the first half, excluding stoppage time. Harriers with the ball, but it's won back well by Sampson with a nice turn there. Goes back to Bird, who launches it forwards. Obi wins with his height. With Jack Sampson again, though. Looking for a teammate. Goes back to Matt Irwin, actually. Just outside his penalty box. Kick isn't a great one, which Evans picks up. But Wilson's quick in there. Like a German actually. Look for the ball from Matt Wilson, though. Out by Evans. It'll be 3 minutes now, added time signalled by the fourth official here. So it's a chance for either side to grab a goal before the break. The moment there is Chorley with the ball, Harvey Smith, who goes towards Sampson, headed away by Bird. It will be another throw in there. This one, that's the situation for the Magpies, and it'll be Sam Bird to come over and take another one into the box. Again, 3 men left forward by the Harriers. Sandberg will go long into the box, though, not got any other options. Towards Harvey Smith, tries to bring it down. Still battling there in the box. Wow. Smith against Devine. Back to Max Wilson. Looks to have been a push on Reese Devine. Slightly soft there from the official.
Yeah, Smith's put his arm out there to try and shield the ball, and Divine's just ran into it.
Frustrating there for the Magpies, but Christian's able to launch the ball forwards. Goes towards Smith, who wins the header well, so it'll be way side throw in. Owen Evans again. Ball is cleared quickly by Chorley. Now Sampson, flick on, can't be met by Wilson. Clark and Dibble under pressure now. Left footed clearance from the keeper. O'Kane rush, still wins the header, goes back to Smith, and he does again give free kick for the foul on Taylor. O'Kane.
Yeah, I can just see in the chat there, John will swap the mics over at half time for the second half. Still remains 1-0 Chorley here.
Yeah, just a minute left of the first half. Irwin's free kick. Bird wins it. Trying to go down there by one pull up. The ball for Christian Dibble. Essentially the last piece of play before the break. So Dibble's goal kick. It's really poor, but actually
Oh, I'll tell you what.
Sampson was away there, went straight to him. As he kicked the ball, the referee called for half time. Controversial one though, Jack Sampson was away. Could have made it two for the Magpies, but instead, the referee paid for half time. It's 1-0 easily for the home side. Surely even the first half.
Yeah, good display from Andy Priest's side on the whole. I think initially they were the better team inside that opening 20 minutes and got that deserved opening goal, courtesy of a Sandberg deflective effort, which a bit too much on it for Dibble to be able to manage with. But then Kidderminster, we saw, took a bit of control for up until probably the last 5 minutes of the second half. But overall, good display from the Magpies so far, and I have to say, as I've just said then, deservedly take the lead.
Yeah, good start here. Andy Priest's side. Back in 10 or 15 minutes for the second half here at Victory Park.
Welcome back for the second half here. It's Chorley with a 1-0 lead over Kidderminster Harriers going into the final 45 minutes of this game. Ewan, what do you think we can expect here in the second half? Going to be yes, number 9, Morgan Smith coming on for the right winger, George Walker. So perhaps a change in shape for Adam Murray's side. It'll be them who have the kick-off here. So Amari Morgan-Smith with 6 goals for the Harriers this season, joint second top scorer, and the kick-off is, again, as we saw earlier in the game, put straight out of play for a throw into Chorley. Chorley throwing goes towards Sampson, but it's cleared by OB. Ellis heads away. Battle there between Smith and his opponent. Given the weight of the host by the referee. Just inside their own half, Harvey Smith to take it. Again, going towards Jack Sampson. He does win the flick on this time. Bird keeps it in though. Up towards Morgan Smith, but the ball's already gone out of play. So it will be another chance for Smith to launch it forwards. Stopped from going any further forward by the referee, but he does release the ball now. Sampson in there again. Owen German back up in the air. Wilson can't quite flick it on. Mika Obi goes forwards. Morgan Smith battling with Ellis, but now out with Adam Blake coming on this near side to us. Sampson beats Obi to the header. He's knocked over, and eventually the referee calls it for a free kick for the foul on Sampson. Back up on his feet quickly though, no physio needed. So it'll be a free kick for Adam Blakeman just inside the centre circle. Just the 2 men left up by Adam Murray's side this time. Taken out to the left for Warren Clark. Going down the left, trying to work his way for a cross. Battling with Fulks. It's cleared away there. Past Taylor O'Kane. It was Max Wilson there trying to win the ball back for his team, but he's penalised and cautioned for a foul by the referee. Free kick goes short to Candola in the centre circle, out on the left-hand side now with Owen Evans. He's got Devine for support, he beats his man, cross into the box, Morgan Smith there. It's punched away by Irwin though, but Morgan Smith forces him down in the process, and eventually I think the referee's given a free kick to the Chorley goalkeeper. Managed to clear the ball before being bundled over by the substitute Morgan Smith. So play will restart with the ball at Matt Owen's feet on his 6-yard box. Owen looks for Jack Sampson as always. It goes past him. Max Wilson's in now. A goal 1-on-1 with Christian Dibley, chips over him. It hits the post. Oh. Wilson's shot trickles towards the line, but hits the post before being cleared away by the Kidderminster man, Folks, I think it was. So close to Chorley in the Preston North End Loney there to double their lead. But instead, it's gone out for a throw-in for Sambird deep in the Harriers' half. There wasn't really much else Max Wilson could have done there. He chipped over Christian, but it looks for all the world it was going to go in. But it just hit the post before being cleared away.
Really good line.
Ball back with Amika Obi now in the Kidderminster defence. Now Owen Evans going along. He's got Donnelly there. Donnelly gets past Harvey Smith, but it's cleared forwards. Shouts for a handball by the Magpies, but instead the referee's given a free kick for a foul from Owen German. It's about 10 yards outside Chorley penalty box on their defensive right-hand side. The target will surely be Amika over here at the back post. Looks to be Mark Ellis who's marking him. Left-footed delivery into the box, not towards OB, but it's to the back post. It's headed, but it'll go out of play. Actually, go out of play for a throw-in in the end. It trickles all the way along the line. It'll be number 33, Pierce Bird, to take the long throw-in. Every Chorley player back in the box. Bird taking his time with the throw-in. Seemingly thinking the linesman's in his way. Eventually it goes into the box. Not headed away, still bouncing round. Irwin gets down to claim it. Still a bit of a struggle there from Chorley, but eventually it's always the stopper there to help them out. And he'll kick the ball forward towards Ron Clark on the left-hand side. He's up against Folks. Blakeman for support, and it's turned out for a Chorley throw-in by David Davis, the skipper. Blakeman's throw is taken quickly, but Clark can't keep the ball in play. So back with the visitors now. Joe Folks with the throw-in. Headed away by Blakeman. Now to Max Wilson up against Obi. Sampson turns back to O'Kane but loses out. German picks it back up. Blakeman there wins a throw-in up against Davis. Be Sam Bird now. A throw-in just on the halfway line. Too far out to launch it into the box. Will looks to go forward to Jack Sampson again. Towards the strike, and Obi goes down almost over the top of him and wins a free kick from the referee. Not sure Jack Sampson could have really done anything there. He didn't really do anything to Obi to warrant that decision from the official. Header away by Obi now to Morgan Smith. Condola loops it forward. Ellis wins a header against Donnelly though. Folks now. Sam Bird clears. Wilson on the halfway line. He's got Sampson to support. Battling with Obi. Tries to get past him, but it's cut out. Blakeman now with the ball though. Seen Jack Moore on the right. Moore picks it up well. Coming inside now with the ball. Moore still going, edge of the box. Brought down by Obi just outside the box. be a yellow card for the number 5 for Kidderminster. Very good situation here for the Magpies. I think it must be Jack Moore or Adam Blakeman to take it. Just a matter of yards outside of the Kidderminster penalty box. Very good run by the wing-back Moore there. It's just to the left of centre, so slightly favouring the right footer more. Is Jack Moore takes it, kills it towards the right side of the goal, but it's deflected over and wide, so it'll be a corner which Adam Blakeman goes over to take on the far side. Not a great delivery from Moore there, but wins the corner for his side. Looked like he was going to leap it over the wall into the side that Dibble was not covering, but he went for the other side instead, but deflected out. And Blakeman to swing it in now towards Ellis at the far post. Cleared away. Warren now up against Reynolds. Reynolds flicks it on, but Clark gets back to clear it back forward. Smith's header. Sampson on the volley smashes it over from 25 yards, but it's already called for offside against Ellis, I think it was. And another change now for Kidderminster. It's going to be number 14, Richard Fakyi, coming on to replace Pierce Bird, the defender. Fakyi just sliding into Bird's middle of the back three position that he occupied. Play restarts with a long free kick from Christian Dibble, headed away by Mark Ellis though. Sampson up there, Wilson too. Also, Owen German battling there. Germany picks it up now to Wilson on the right side. Can't beat Fakyi though. Dibble clears. O'Kane can't win his header on the halfway line. Ellis goes forwards though. German on the far side. Can't keep it in play. Owen Evans with the throw-in. Jack Moore wins it. Fakyi clears. O'Kane heads away. It was tidy play there by Warren Clark, just skipping the ball away from his man almost and winning the free kick for his side. Seen so far, Chorley have had a lot of free kicks, just a bit too far out to get into the box, just 10 or 15 yards so forward from the halfway line. Just not been the best opportunity for them. Will be Adam Blakeman again though to lump this one forwards. It's not great though. German heads back forwards though, but it's cleared away. Jack Moore on the halfway line, pumps it back in the air. Up towards Jack Sampson now. Smith plays out onto the left side where Warren Clark is, up against 26, David Davis. Davis does well and clears forwards. O'Kane to Blakeman. Morgan Smith's header isn't quite cleared. Max Wilson now, he's got Sampson to his right, who finds his strike partner. Now Blakeman on the left. Got Clark forward, he plays the ball to him. Clark in a good position here. Clark! Oh! Warren Clark is almost between a cross and a shot, and it goes wide of Dibble's far post. But really good play there between Adam Blakeman and Warren Clark down the left-hand side. And again, Chorley almost doubling their lead. Yeah, approaching our mark now. Surely looking, as you said, to double their lead. Kidderminster haven't had really any opportunities since half time. Got actually be a Chorley throwing on the far side for Harvey Smith to take most likely. Seen with the substitute Murray Morgan Smith up there now, it's more physicality from him than Kieran Donnelly showed in the first half, almost a strike two now. Just that change of shape from Adam Murray. Smith does take the throw in. It's headed away though. O'Kane on the halfway line, picked up by Sampson, dropping deep. Up against too many, loses out. Candola looks down the left now. Ellis gets well across well though to cover, clears it. It'll be a corner for the visiting side, but good, vital interception there from Mark Ellis. Again, every Chorley man back in the penalty box to defend this set piece. Referee halts it though to have a word with players in the box. Looks like it's Max Wilson he's talking to. Corner swung in here towards Irwin, who punches away. It's not quite cleared. Clark does so. Still with Devine though. Goes back out to the left-hand side. Blakeman's there, trying to stop the cross. Can't quite do so. Almost brings him man down. Eventually wins the ball. Kidderminster still win the ball though. Smith tries to clear, and now it's out to the left side where Warren's got space to run into. Warren Clark here up against Reece Devine. Clark's still going. He's got Wilson for support. Clark's ball's put out though. Clark's attempt looks is set to cross the ball, but cut out by Joe Folks, and then the referee penalises Warren for a foul, which we didn't really think so. But Kidderminster with the ball now. Blakeman goes long, looking towards Wilson, but Obi sees it out for a throw-in. The three more changes here for Kidderminster, using up the full allocation. Looks to be number 7, Seb Thompson. Also joined by number 8, Jack Clark. And the final one, number 28, Charlie Cooper, who will all come on here. Yeah, Riley Reynolds coming off. Also Candola. And the captain, David Davis, as well. So changes in midfield here from Adam Murray. Folks to take the throw in on the right now, headed away by Blakeman. Folks again. O'Kane on the halfway line, goes towards Sampson. His header's flicked backwards, but German picks up just inside his half. Jack Moore now looks for ball towards Sampson. Sampson does well to turn past his man, retain the ball. Goes to O'Kane now. O'Kane looking for Warren Clark. He's almost on the floor, but he does really well. Sampson now out to German on the right side, coming into the box. German looks for the shot, saved well by Dibble. Back out to Blakeman on the edge now, looking for the cross, but it's headed away by Thompson it is. Be a throw-in now for Chorley. So Sandberg take the throw in here. Down Chorley's left flank. Mark Ellis, Harvey Smith, Jack Sampson all in the box. Bird's thrown in, goes in, Morgan Smith heads away, Bird picks up on the edge though. Got Blakeman to his left, he can't quite find him though. Seemed to potentially be fouled by the Kidderminster man, but the referee disagrees. So goes out of play and it'll be a goal kick for Christian Double. Dibble's goal kick goes towards Blakeman, but up forwards by Folks now. Ellis put under pressure by Donnelly. Ellis's header forces Owen into a bad situation. Morgan Smith there tries to go towards the goal, but his shot is steered wide under pressure. Irwin not happy there. He thought he should have had a free kick given to his side. In the end, it was Morgan Smith who looked for the shot as he was almost falling over. Goes wide despite there being an open goal with Owen out of position. Bit of a let off there for the Magpies. So far this second half we've seen Chorley with a few good chances of their own, not made. Adam Murray's side pay, which could come back for them to rue later on. Kane wins the header on halfway. Blake goes forward. Sampson putting Farkey under pressure. Now Dibble's got to clear and he slices his clearance and goes out for a corner. Good pressure there by Jack Sampson. Once again, Adam Blake over to take it on the far side. His left foot delivery. Surely not with too many attacking options. Time to leave three back on the halfway line. Jack Moore's there for the short option. Looks set to be swung into the box. Is towards Harvey Smith, but Obi wins the header. Morgan Smith actually is now cleared by Obi. Now turned over on the halfway line now. Thompson now driving up against Warren Clark. Clark wins the ball. Thompson gets away, looking for the delivery. Clark does well though. Good slide tackle there by Warren. Eventually wins the free kick as well. Really good play there, defensive play from Warren Clark. It looked to be a dangerous situation there for the Magpies. Thompson set to cross it, but Clark back in the middle of midfield tonight, doing his defensive duties as well. So seeing Kidderminster make all 5 of their substitutions so far, and increase none for him yet. As we approach the 68th minute of this game. Kane going forward, up to Max Wilson. It looks to come off Farkey, but instead it'll be a throw-in for Joe Folks for the visitors. He goes short to Obi, he goes back to his keeper Dibble now. Wilson put him under pressure. Dibble's go forward, only just to the halfway line where O'Kane heads away from Thompson. Now again back to Taylor O'Kane. He's got Blakeman short. He finds Jack Sampson now. Looking for help, Blakeman's there. Into Wilson, he can't quite claim it. German putting Evans under pressure. Good pressure there from Owen German. Jack Moore helping out as well. It's now with Jack Moore on the right side. He's got Max Wilson in the box. Crosses into the box, but it's cleared away fairly easily. But it will be another chance for a long throw-in for the home side.
really good player there by Jack Moore. My first song was the ball back. Second is out. I think it would have been some bird to take
the
throw
throw
in.
in.
Did it?
Oh, it went out for a corner, actually.
So it'll
So
be
Adam
Adam Blakeman
Blakeman's
taking
taken
in
in
swinging
swinging
corner here.
here.
Again,
Again,
Jack
Jack
Moore
Moore
with
with
a
a
short
short option.
Blakeman
Blakeman
opts
opts
to
to
go
go
into
into
the box, though, towards Mark Ellis.
On the edge of the box for
Wilson
Wilson now. Looks to be pulled over, not given by the referee. Bird
clears,
clears,
back
back
up
up
towards
towards
Adam
Adam
Blakeman.
Blakeman.
Max Wilson's
Wilson's
there
there
again.
again.
Also
Also
looking for a crossing opportunity, can't quite get away from his man. Wilson up against two Kidderminster defenders, loses out now. Now the counter-attack from the visitors. Donnelly's there, he's got Thompson to his right. Kane plays into Wilson, but it's cleared out by Farkier. Wilson, I think if that's anywhere else in the pitch, I think it's a free kick. Decision.
Yeah, contentious call there from referee Ben Robinson.
Yeah.
Chorley's taking the time with the throw-in here. Jack Moore having a drink, and instead it's Sandberg over to take it long. Time wasting tactics from the Magpies. Bird goes into the box towards Sampson's there. Still on the edge of the box for the Magpies, though. Wilson fires a left-footed shot. Almost spilled by Dibble, but claimed at the end as well. Ellis tried to intercept it. Falks tried to go long from the Kidderminster man. It was 28 Charlie Cooper actually. Wilson did well to block it, slowing down the play for the Harriers. On the left with Evans now. He's got Devine in front of him. Not a great ball from Devine. It's intercepted by Taylor Kane, who needlessly goes long and high, and it'll go straight to Christian Dibble. A bit more time on the ball there, Taylor, than he realised. Mika Obi now. Farkier alongside him. Farkier looks for the long ball. It's put out by Jack Moore, though. They're in German now. Sampson back to German. Out initially, but he regains it. Now with Sampson on the halfway line. Switches left out to Warren Clark. Up against Cooper. But Cooper is able to win it back and go back to Dibble. Clark almost put out his long goal kick there. Kane wins a header on halfway against Thompson, but it's picked up here by Cooper. Looks to switch it towards Donnelly. German though, back to Bird, who goes long. Sampson up against Obi, can't win the ball. So it's Evans who goes long. Bird wins the initial header, but Thompson now. Thompson's brought down by Taylor O'Kane for a free kick to the visitors. Bit of frustration here from the Chorley fans. Every Chorley man back defending the set piece. Joe Folks to take number 12. Folks not a great delivery. O'Kane looks to clear, but Farkier goes back to halfway where Evans skips past Owen German. Evans looks for Donnelly, but it's headed away by Bird. Now up in the air by Blakeman. Out to Folks on the right now, who's got Blakeman for company. Comes back inside. Got Cooper behind him, but he looks for the cross instead, which Blakeman cuts out. Will be a throw-in for Harriers. So Fox gives it to Ewan Evans for a long throw in here. And up from the left side of the back through. Throw-in's cleared away easily by Harvey Smith. Clark putting Fox under pressure. He goes back to Dibble in his own half. Kidderminster goalkeeper launches it forward towards Ovi. It's headed away though by Mark Ellis. Adam Murray side still with the ball though. Divine put under pressure by Max Wilson. It's good for the Preston loanee there. It's eventually cleared out by Jack Moore. Good defensive work between the duo. Looks to go long again, taking his time though, but goes short instead to Seb Thompson, the substitute. Gets away from his man, fires a shot in, it's deflected wide. Will be a corner for Kidderminster. Bit too easy for Thompson to get away from his man, then fire a shot. Luckily it was deflected away from goal, but it will be another set piece for the visitors.
Going into the game about a minute.
About 15 minutes left here. Chorley won't want to have to hold on like this or want to get themselves a second goal. But the corner comes in from Kidderminster. It's not cleared from Chorley. Sampson's header goes across goal. Ellis is tripped there. It will be a free kick after Mark Ellis tripped by Emeka Obi. Fairly simple decision for the referee. Free kick inside Chorley's box. Matt Owen will take his time here to take this free kick.
Need this free kick to go away from Kidderminster.
Ewan goes forward towards Clark, who wins the header. Clark forced back now. It's not a great ball to Dibble. Wilson putting him under pressure. Dibble goes back to Clark. Defensive substitute. Wilson still putting him under pressure. Good challenge there. It will be a Kidderminster throw. Good work though from Max Wilson.
It's interesting. It's a lot. Like it's twice in the room. Back to his keeper. He's put the keeper under lots of pressure.
Clark here with the ball again, given to him from Dibble. Goes out to the left to Evans. Divine in front of him. Back to Jack Clark now. Clark over to Obi. Max Wilson again, putting him under pressure. Obi skips away from him though. Warren Clark now trying to force him off the ball. Into Fox on this left-hand side. Goes back inside now to Thompson. Back on the halfway line now. Jack Clark goes to Reece Devine. Kidderminster trying to create space and an opportunity for themselves here. Chorley happy to just sit where they are inside their own half. Not too much pressure as it is. Devine looks to go forwards. It's found Morgan Smith. Appeals for offside, waved away. Forwards here, slow to defend from Chorley, and eventually Ellis makes a good sliding block. But it will be another corner for Kidderminster, piling on the pressure now for the Magpies.
Bypass the shoulder here, very good style. So that's the fire on this because that's on it's a piece to the building.
Again, ball into the box from Kidderminster, looking for Obi. Owen does well again to punch away. Number 28, Charlie Cooper under pressure here from Max Wilson. Goes back to Devine, left foot across towards the far post. Looked dangerous for a second there, but Owen backpedaling, but he does well then to claim it under. No pressure from the Kidderminster players, but having to go backwards towards his own goal. And then he's able to
claim it and kick it forwards. Unfazed header for Farkey, doesn't do that well with it. Obi's passes cut out. Sampson, good there. To Max Wilson. Clark's down on the floor, but Blakeman now out on the left-hand side. Goes into Jack Sampson. Up against Obi. Back to Blakeman. Good ball into Sampson. Now he's got space to go into. Finds Ewan German instead. Max Wilson now with the ball. Wilson trying to come inside with it. Back to Ewan German. German up against Farkey. Looks for the cross and he does well to win a corner. Chorley with their own set-piece situation for themselves now. Looking to get that second goal to relieve them of some pressure.
Kidderminster plays forwards against these.
It'll be Adam Blakeman this time. Out on the left side to take the corner. Goes into the box towards Mark Ellis. The back post header there. Good header from Mark Ellis, but it's turned over by Dibble. Ellis almost with a free header at the far post, unmarked. Could have maybe directed it back across goal, but instead went for the near post and Dibble did well to turn it behind. Adam Blakeman, though, over to the other side now to take another corner for Chorley.
Yes, really great used to seeing over many years that been on big shit that finds Ellis a bit of space at the far post. Ellis with a good header, good contact, but just a bit too close to Christian Dibble and give it a goal and keep him just a hold up there.
Another corner though for Adam Blakeman. Here it comes. Towards Ellis again. Can't quite win it. It's away by Obi. Trying to battle in the box and win it there though. Harvey Smith against Mari Morgan-Smith. Cleared in the end by Kidderminster, but will be a Magpies throw in front of the away side dugout. Chorley just taking the time to take this here. Sam Bird it'll be. Referee trying to speed things up here, having a word with Sam Bird. Bird eventually takes the throw-in towards Sampson as always, up against Amika Obi. Sampson does well to win the free kick against the Kidderminster number 5. Looked a bit soft from my point of view, but good position here for Chorley to swing another ball into the box.
Sampson is still free to find the floor and he back into the ground.
Still no substitutions from Andy Smith. 81 minutes gone. Andy Priest, sorry, 81 minutes gone now. Just a few words from the referee. Adam Blakeman will take this free kick. Short said it doesn't look great, but Taylor came with a chance on the edge. German back towards Blakeman out on the left now, looks for the cross. It's fired in, but it's curled over the bar. Bit of a letdown there for Chorley, a bit of a waste of opportunity.
Blakeman slips, he takes his free kick, it goes to Taylor O'Kane, O'Kane gives it to Jerry, and Jerry gets back at line to play, gets cross on the volley,
Dibble forwards with the free kick. Wilson's battling there on halfway for it against Cooper. It's cleared forwards though. Ellis wins the header, he's challenged. No decision from the referee. Cleared forwards by Jack Moore. Sampson battling on halfway. Forwards by Mika. Ellis all well against Morgan-Smith to win that one. Again, Mark Ellis wins the header. Taylor O'Kane now. He's got room for Seb Thompson here though on the right. He looks to cross it. It's away by Sam Bird. Blakeman's head away now. Folks is still there though. Out on his right. Blakeman does well though. Clear it out for throw-in. Still threatening from the Harriers though. Folks goes short to Thompson. Folks really wants to get past Blakeman. Gets the cross towards back post. Morgan-Smith there. It's headed away by Moore though. The shot is fired in. Fired in from number 8, Jack Clark, and it's gone in. It's equaliser for Kidderminster. Chorley couldn't clear their lines there after the initial header. The substitute Jack Clark, number 8, has made it 1-1, and Adam Murray's side have an equaliser here with 7 minutes left at Victory Park. They were saying how the Magpies needed another goal to relieve themselves of some pressure going into the dying minutes of this game, and now it's 1-1 level, and how much will they go for the win here, needing to keep their playoff hopes alive?
It's really not the sort. It's the first real opportunity. It's really got to follow by Jack Clark. It's the ball. It's headed away really well. I thought that place by Jack Clark. Unfortunately, in its ends, on the same line, it falls to the feet. Jack Clark is really well. It's like the Harriers have got themselves level.
On midfield now, back to Joe Folks, cleared forwards by Obi, headed away by Blakeman. Cooper coming onto it here, Folks to his right, back to Thompson, up against Taylor O'Kane. Won by him and Adam Blakeman. O'Kane now goes to Wilkes down on the left, comes inside, he's got Owen German racing away on that right-hand side. Jack Sampson up there also, Jack Moore trying to provide support. German goes back towards inside from the right. Back to German on the right wing. Looks to cross, turns inside instead, goes on the left foot now. Sampson at the back post. Goes over his head. It'll be a goal kick for Kidderminster. Disappointing there for Chorley. A goal kick for Christian Dimmer. He's had a lot of them tonight. Out towards the touchline here. Clark gets up well to win it. Won a free kick as well, actually. The ball's kicked away by number 12, Joe Folks. He'll be booked by the referee. See that frustration there from the wing back. Walking away from the referee, but he will receive his yellow card. So it'll be a free kick for Chorley, just in front of the two dugouts on the halfway line now. Adam Blakeman to take. Ewan with 4 minutes of normal time for stoppage time left, which side do you think looks the more likely to go on and grab a winner here?
Still Charlie, I do believe that the Magpies got that team of balls Blakeman sends it towards the area.
Ellis's header goes towards Wilson, but it's cleared away. Forwards again here, it's Folks this time. Looking for Donnelly, who does not have a numbered shirt anymore. Back towards Park, he can only clear it out for throw-in for Chorley though, deep in the Kidderminster half. Here's a chance for Sandberg to launch it long. Still no signs of substitutions for Andy Priest. Will be Sandberg on that far side to take it. Max Wilson there for short, but it'll be into the box from Sandberg towards Dibble, punches at the far post. Harvey Smith's there! Harvey Smith's got a second goal for Chorley. Christian Dibble couldn't deal with Sandberg's long throw-in. It's gone to Harvey Smith at the far post, and Chorley's number 5 has made it 2-1 to the Magpies here.
A throw that is from Sandberg. It's right on top of the keeper, pushing Dibble. He can't do that at all. He punched it towards his far post. Harvey Smith has got empty nets at the corner. Chorley deservingly so began the lead.
Yeah, almost a free header at the back post for Harvey Smith. He got there well. Dibble looked uncomfortable there trying to punch it away, and it can only go to that far side of the goal where Harvey Smith was. And now, just over 2 minutes of normal time left, the Magpies again have the lead here at Victory Park. saw a few weeks ago how Adam Blakeman's long throw-ins caused problems for Southport's defence, and now it's Sam Bird's long throw-ins causing trouble, leading to goals. Chorley put under pressure here, though. Poor clearance by Bird. Ewan picks it up. It almost goes out of his box, though. And the referee's got a decision to make here. Going to... Ewan claimed the ball, but not sure whether he went outside of his box in the process of doing so. A few shoves between Ellis and Morgan Smith, and in the end, the referee's just letting the play restart with Matt Irwin. Some words on the touchline with the fourth official here, but it looked for a minute as though the referee was going to have a word with the linesman and possibly penalise Matt Irwin there, but instead, pumped forward by Chorley's goalkeeper. Wilson putting Farke under pressure here. Out towards Irwin's opposing number, Christian Dibble. 5 minutes now, signalled here by the fourth official. 5 minutes for Chorley to hold on to their lead. Dibble's goal kick out towards Folks on this near side. Ellis up with Morgan Smith. Number 3 for Chorley wins it though. Sampson battling. Jack Moore now against Reece Devine. Moore goes long. Good clearance there from the Chorley right wing back. Sampson putting Evans and Dibble under pressure. Dibble's forced to go long. And he'll go out for a throw-in, and referee's now given Charlie Cooper a booking there. Yeah, off the ball incident. She said most likely to send there. But play will restart with Harvey Smith on the halfway line. Throw in. Headed, I think Smith. I'm not sure what the referee's doing here. Yeah, it was set to be a throw-in for Chorley on the halfway line, but the referee's picked the ball up and took it back for a drop ball for Kidderminster in their own half. It's now out with Obi on the right side. Got Folks to support. Back to his number 5. Parky now in the middle of defence. 4 more minutes for Chorley to see out here. Bird heads away. Charlie Cooper swung a ball into the box. Out by Mark Ellis. Back to Amik Obi. Can't break down straight away now. Goes back to Farke. Now with Obi again. Charlie Cooper now on the right side. Up against Max Wilson. Warren Clark also. Chorley do well now just to restrict Kidderminster to the halfway line. Harriers still just playing the ball around on the centre circle here, not really getting anywhere with it. Been almost half a minute there, but now they are going forward on the left side. Sampson with some defending to do. Poor play though by the Harriers, and it'll dribble out for a goal kick for Matt Irwin. Chorley do well there just to restrict their opponents to not much space, not many opportunities. It's worked well for them, giving them a goal kick. Attendance here is 702 tonight. Going into the dying minutes of this game. The Matt Irwin goal kick. Chorley looks set to go the whole game with no substitution for Andy Priest. Not something you normally see. Irwin goes forwards. Warren Clark flicks on halfway. Max Wilson now. Can't win it. Folks goes forward. Chorley put under pressure here. Bird running back to his own defence. It's flicked on, but Irwin claims. Looked to be dangerous there as Kidderminster went forward, but eventually the ball goes to Matt Irwin and then he picks it up calmly for his side. Again, Chorley's number 1 lodged it forward. Jack Sampson against Folks. Flicked on by Cooper. Thompson forward. Obi's up from the back now. Fouled by Harvey Smith. Number 5 against number 5. Smith concedes the free kick, which will be 40 yards out or so for Kidderminster. With 2 minutes left to play here. Every Chorley man back defending, holding on to their lead. Number 12, Joe Fox, stood over the free kick. Fox into the box, headed away by Taylor O'Kane. Clark to put pressure on now, but it's back in the box towards Obi, flicks on. His header goes over the bar, let off there for Chorley. Man mounted in the box, winning the header, but Matt Irwin just watched it sail over the bar. Just over a minute left now here. Irwin taking his time, the goal kick. Irwin goes long. Won by Kidderminster though. Harvey Smith in there actually. Forwards now, and that's full time. Called early by the referee it seems, but Chorley won't care. 2-1 win for the Magpies here at Victory Park. Keeping their playoff hopes alive against fourth place Kidderminster. A big win for Andy Priest's side. Ewan, what are your thoughts on that full-time result here?
Yeah, stellar performance from Chorley tonight. Team thing. That's what Chorley. Yeah, that's great. Second.
Yeah, good display here from Chorley. They get the important 3 points, bounce back after that 2-1 defeat here against Buxton on Saturday now. Going into next weekend's fixture away at Oxford City, aiming to keep their playoff hopes alive. So that'll be it from us today. Enjoy the rest of your night and your week for joining us again for the trip down south on Saturday. Full-time result, Chorley 2, Kidderminster Harriers 1.